Hello, spring chickens. Greetings from the house on the prairie. The weather in Iowa is unseasonably warm today, so I thought it'd be fun to chat with you from the front porch. We're just really enjoying the start of spring. It could get cold again, that's how Iowa works. But I had a couple of little projects today that I thought I'd share with you. Again, just little ways to make your life more beautiful. It's nothing complicated, nothing that you can't do. But I do appreciate you joining me today, and I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I'm just starting to grow it, and I have a lot of things I'd love to share with you. So come on inside with me, and we're going to take a look at a few of these things that I'm doing. Boy, am I happy with how this turned out. I really wanted a centerpiece for my coffee table, which is actually a vintage school desk. You'll see it on other videos, but it's a vintage little tiny desk that I've refinished. But I wanted something kind of big, just a one thing to put on the middle, and I happen to be having guests this evening, so it motivated me to get rolling. I started as a base with this wreath for my son's wedding. My son got married a couple of weeks ago to just the cutest girl with the most precious family too. Really love these folks, and Christy, the mama, let me take one of these wreaths home with me. And I love it. It's faux greenery, but it's really high-end, really nice. And she had it done. There were several of them, and she had them done with real greenery at the wedding and some beautiful flowers. So I used this as a base. Started with this. I had this styrofoam round here that fit perfectly right in the middle. I just stuffed it in the middle. There were some open spots, some bare spots, so I added little bits and pieces. And it just seemed a little bare, and my husband, believe it or not, the man who calls our bed cover a Jean-Claude Duvet, I'm not kidding, suggested that I put these little pink things in there to add a little bit of color to it, so I did. And so I had that, and then this is another thing that I added to the middle. It's a vintage ribbon spool. It's a wooden ribbon spool. I have several of these of different shapes and sizes, and I love them because you can use them to raise things up. You can use it to kind of ground some of your pieces. You can set stuff on top of it. I use these all the time, and it fit right in here. So next, we've got to have something in the middle. And what I ended up putting in the middle, I have a bunny, a ceramic bunny. It was kind of bluey green, which is one of my favorite colors. If you've seen any of my home tours, it's one of my favorite colors. And I put it in the middle, and it didn't really stand out enough. There was something missing. And again, Mitchell for the win. I don't know where this came from, but he said, "Why don't you paint it pink?" I was sort of flabbergasted that he would even suggest it, but I love it. So I painted the bunny pink. And it still just looked maybe a little anemic. Just wasn't quite everything that I wanted it to be. So I dabbed a little bit of wood stain on it, and it gave it a lot of character just right off the bat. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's all done. And here it is, completely done. Mitchell was right. The pink was just the right call. I used a pale pink spray paint from Krylon, and then after it dried, I just dabbed a little bit of wood stain on it, wiped it off, kind of pounced on it a little bit. But I think it works well with the little pink pieces. They're not even really picks, whatever you want to call them, the little pink things there. I got those at Joann Fabrics. And I'm very pleased with it. This is so easy to do, so quick. Can you hear Millie in the background? She's doing treadmills on the stairs. Silly dog. But anyway, here he is.